Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I've come here for some. There is some study I'm doing about aggression, and I'm trying to find out some things.
Okay.
So, on this form, we are going to talk about certain things, and the first thing I would like to know, would you please briefly describe yourself and the role you do in this center?
Yes. Okay, by the names, I'm called Stephen Etolu. Yes, I'm a teacher here. Um, here, as a class teacher or a class manager, I have roles as a class manager, and I'll start those roles as a class manager. One, preparing lesson plans and notes for the children. We also do scheming for them, preparing the right teaching aids that are appropriate for their age. Still, I do teach them the right content at the right time.
And I would like to know how long you have been working with children aged 5 to 6 years.
So far, I've taken a period of 5 years while I'm teaching these children of 5 to 6 years. 5 years, yes.
Yeah, it really seems to be a great experience. How many children are in your class right now?
So far, I have 34 children in my stream.
And what are the common daily routines like according to the routines you always have?
Mm. Now, the routines, they mean from early morning or from the normal time, that is 8?
You can explain maybe from the time they come to school.
Okay, when the children come, actually, our school is positioned at the center of the city, whereby we do receive most of these parents as early as 5, as that time, that early time. So, whereby most children come at most by 6 when they are here. So, we have prepared them some activities. For example, 6 to 6:30, we have early bird. So, we dedicate that day, we pray with them. Actually, we move, we intercede, we give children opportunity to pray. Actually, we bless that day at that time. That is 6 to 6:30. Then from 6:30 to 7, we have morning devotion, whereby
Mm,
children are taught the word of God.
mm,
Maybe there are some stories we want to show them.
mm,
We teach them memory verses.
mm,
Now here, every stream has an opportunity to talk to these children, to teach these children, to preach to these children
mm,
as they are coming.
mm,
Then from 7 to 7:45, of course, there we have a morning walk. We give them something to do. Lessons have not yet started,
mm.
but just give them something to do. Meanwhile, we wait for other children to come. Still, uh, 7:45 to 8, that is again the class devotion. The teacher has to conduct devotion in
Mm.
his or her class. Yes.
But according to me as a person, don't you think these children get tired by the time they go back home? At what time do they usually go back home?
Actually, I was still giving you the routine,
Mm,
because when the normal lessons start at 8:30,
mm,
yes, because normal lessons start at 8:30, 8:30 to 10 to to 10:30.
mm,
Break is from 10:30 to 11,
mm,
11 to 12:30, and lessons there.
mm,
12, we have lunch. Then from 1, these children are given time to
mm,
rest.
mm,
Yes, they actually sleep. So those who didn't, like those who wake up so early, we give them opportunity to sleep. We lay the mattresses with nice bed sheets.
mm.
Actually, we give them spacious, well aerated rooms.
Yeah, I
They
get you.
enjoy. Yes.
Oh, that is really so good. So, if they are engaging in play, which kind of activities do you engage them in most frequently during a typical day?
Um, that 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 kinds of play. We have outdoor. games that we give these children, especially during break time.
Mm.
These children, depending on their teacher, a
Mm.
teacher can take the children maybe to the playground because that's the only safe place that we can go.
Mm.
So we give them opportunity to express themselves. They have a variety of play. There are swings there are slides, there's sand play.
Mm.
They actually play. Some days we can give them a ball, they kick, they really run around. So meanwhile, a teacher has a close supervision. So a teacher has, let me talk about myself. I've never given them space like going far, like 1 minute that I don't know where my children are. So every time I keep an eye on where
Mm.
these children are going and what they are doing,
So
irrespective whether they are playing or not.
that is supervision, right?
Yes.
Oh, that is good.
Mm.
Would you? So we are going to talk about something, aggression in the classroom.
Yes.
So would you describe children's behavior when they are angry, upset during play, or learning activities?
Okay, about aggression, children grow up in different environment,
Mm.
different homes, different parents. So when they come together,
Mm.
they express themselves differently. Yes, there are those children who are really exposed in that exposure environment. When it comes to this, to the maybe to the school setting where we meets with other friends, so this child has to show some kind of character. For example,
Mm.
if a child is annoyed, is sad, has a lot of anger. So here, for example, I have a child in class. The child comes in the morning, keeps quiet, greets you, but his face is not sad. But when you look at him, it's like he's too aggressive.
Mm.
When you look at him, so this child, when he sits with other friends,
Mm.
he thinks he's above everyone near him. So whatever they do to him, he does it immediately. For example, if a friend has stepped on him,
Mm.
he starts even fighting
What?
immediately. So such a child, where when we try to look at where this child has come from,
Mm.
you see the environment. Maybe this child grows up with big boys
Mm.
or plays with big children or neighbors around. So when
Mm.
it comes to these ones, he thinks he's also above every child.
Could it
Is
be that they are imitating the behaviors of people they stay with?
definitely
Oh,
they try
I
to
see.
imitate. Yeah.
Would you please tell me the common forms of aggression you have observed among children for the years you have been with them?
For the years I've been with these children, I've tried to
Hmm.
see that these children have
Hmm.
different forms of aggression. For example, fighting.
Hmm.
The children who fight,
Hmm.
you can really see them, they are real fighting. So when they fight,
Hmm.
you try to go in, then they try to cool. But when you give them a smaller space like this, you really see them fighting, exchanging the blows. They
Hmm.
really exchange, even hurting one another.
Oh, that is so serious.
Yes, they do. Another one is the biting.
Hmm.
There are those who bite others with their teeth. They bite, maybe biting on their shoulder, on their arm, anywhere, so long as the that child has got the right place to what to maybe to show his aggression or his anger. They
Hmm.
can bite. Others even do spit saliva. They do. They try.
Have you tried any method to help these children do away with such aggressive behaviors?
Yes. One, when we see such aggressive behavior, we first notice it. If it's a one day happening,
Mm.
we shall first observe it. We talk to him. It is
Mm.
bad. When you fight with your friend, when you bite your friend, that is so bad.
Mm.
And also, um, one, we talk to him or her.
Mm.
Two, we isolate. When we have seen that child X has fought with child Y,
Mm.
we have to separate the two, so
No,
that they don't repeat the same scenario, because this one will go and report
to the
to the
parents.
parent. Then if the same scenario happens
Mm.
the following day or the coming days, we now involve the parent.
Mm.
We all involve the parent. We tell our parent what is happening about this child, and also we inquire and find out what is happening. Which
Mm.
kind of children does this child grow up with? Does she have the big brothers or sisters?
Who
Maybe the
behave in such a way.
in such a way you get maybe the exposure to this media, maybe the child is exposed to the gadgets like the phones, the
Mm.
laptops, the TV, which kind of things do they watch, eh?
Mm.
So if we all involve the parent, then we find a way forward.
How do children usually respond after conflicts or fights? Do they calm themselves, seek help, or continue being upset?
Now it depends. One, the one who has committed a crime, the one who has done it, feels guilty.
Hmm.
Yes, he will not come to teacher. Feels guilt and may not be in position to, because a child cannot come to like teacher. I was beating the other one. I bite the other one. I want ABCD.
Hmm.
So that child will not come and tell a caregiver or a teacher. So now it is now the others
Hmm.
who watch or their onlookers who will
Hmm.
say, teacher,
This
this
one
one
has
is
done
fighting.
this. Yes.
X is fighting Y.
Hmm.
Then now children are always alert.
Hmm.
Remember, they are always alert of what is happening around the environment.
Yes.
So others report. Then now the other one who is being fought, maybe the weaker one, tends to cry. You can even hear somebody cry.
Hmm.
Then now you come up like, hey, what is happening? Now the other one will say, so and so is beating me, is fighting me, but I don't know. Meanwhile, with the help of the other ones reporting.
Yeah.
Mm.
So during certain activities, for example, when you're teaching and you've given materials and maybe in a certain situation in the classroom, is it can it make a conflict more likely or most likely to happen?
Yes, a
Hmm.
conflict can happen.
First, explain to me that material session when you have given them the materials and
In the material session, if these children are not groomed well, that
mm,
sharing is caring. When you share with your friend, you are caring for your friend also.
mm,
There are two things. So it's continuous emphasis. And remember, these children, they come from different places still.
mm,
Some behaviors, they take long to go away from that child. So however much you try to emphasize sharing is caring. By
mm,
the time you bring in the materials to them, there are those who want to own. As you know, they grow up from different environments. Some of them, they play alone in their homes. They play alone. Even you can observe them from the playground. There are
yes,
those who play alone. That's all players. They play alone.
mm,
They want to own
their own play.
their own play.
Everything is about
Everything
them.
them. So even they assume it when they come to class.
It is
Whatever the
me.
teacher gives them is mine. So what happens if
Mm,
that child doesn't defend those things? You will
mm,
now start scaring others. This one is mine.
mm,
This one is mine. Leave me.
mm.
For example, if you have given colors, this child, if you have given 5 colors, is going to own like 4 colors. Now the other ones will be like, no, give us also. No, these ones are mine. What
Oh,
happens? A
now I
conflict.
see.
A conflict happens.
Um, so we are going to talk about how adults can manage behavior in children.
Mm.
When the first thing I would like to know, when children become aggressive, how do you usually respond as a teacher?
When children become
For
aggressive,
example, child Y has beaten child X
mm,
and you've got to know
mm,
how would you solve such a conflict?
such a conflict, remember, sometimes there's this disciplining of, people call it beating.
Mm,
Like you beat now this child X because he has beaten Y.
mm,
That one can't help.
mm,
It cannot help. At times, it's good or it's better for you to talk to this child.
mm,
Talk to him. Beating is bad.
mm,
Reason, it causes this effect. When you beat, it really, the other one feels pain.
mm,
Then what you can do is to give that child a breach. Give that child a simple punishment.
mm.
A simple punishment that child think like, whatever I've done is wrong.
Wrong.
So you can give a simple punishment, that very time.
Mm.
Yes, and that child will know that, I think I've done something wrong. And tell the reason why you're giving that punishment. For example, you can say, today you're not sitting on that chair.
Mm.
Maybe you are not, today you are not our friend. Then that child feels that, like, feels isolated. Like, when I beat others, it means people are
Mm.
going to hate me. I'm going to be lonely. People will hate me.
Mm.
You get? So you can give a simple punishment and you observe what that child, the others who feel happy also about it.
Mm.
There are those who feel sad, even they start crying.
Mm.
So it's up to you. You study the children and know their their weakness also.
Mm.
Mm.
Um. And there is some other thing I want to know. What strategies do you find most effective in helping children calm down or make peace after conflict?
Peace after conflict.
Yes. What do you think can work best?
To me, I've tried to observe what makes these children. At times, I call all of them. You
Mm.
sit them together.
Mm.
You talk to them.
Mm.
I have a child in my class. She's a girl,
Mm.
but she's a good peacemaker.
Mm.
Yes. When she sees that these two, let me say, boys are
Mm.
fighting,
Mm.
she comes in. She even comes and reports to teacher.
Mm.
Teacher, X was beating Y.
Mm.
Then you're like, oh, let them come here and I talk to them. I find out why they were fighting. So what happens? Now I am going to involve even this girl. So now we are four. We come together, we discuss about it, we talk
Mm.
about it. Now this girl is going to be a peacemaker. This girl comes in and tells this ex who was fighting why that beating is bad.
Bad.
It's not me as a teacher, but the
Mm.
child first of all.
You're using the child.
I'm using that child as a peacemaker.
That is quite a good strategy.
Yes. So this girl tells X that, fighting is bad. You see now your friend is crying.
Mm.
Even you have caused an injury to that one there. It is
Mm.
bad.
Mm.
Okay? Even give that one even a hug. Then
Mm.
the other one who was beaten, the why, the other one even feels happier. Now we'll tell the other one, okay, you don't cry, okay? You'll be fine. Teacher will take you maybe to give you some maybe some treatment in case the child is hurt.
Yes.
Okay, next time you will not do it again.
Mm.
Has already comforted the two of them. And do you know what happens next? We'll tell these ones, me, I'm out, almost out. Now
Mm.
it's this girl. We'll tell these two, now that you hug one another. God says, forgive one another. And you
Now
find
I
the two
see.
of them coming together.
If we would have such children in the classrooms, I think it would be more peaceful.
Yeah, definitely. I'm even praying that if I have like four of them or two, but she's so good. She's
Yeah.
a good girl. So that's my peacemaker in my class.
Are there situations that you sometimes you feel like that your usual methods you use, for example, to do away with aggression? Are there any ways that you feel like your methods do not work? If so, why? Why do you think that happens?
Mm,
If yes, the methods you use maybe to do away with aggressions, are there any times you feel like they are not working?
yes. Now you see, as a teacher, you have to be creative.
Mm.
These children, they get used to. They
Mm.
get used to. So as a teacher, you have to alternate. A child might let me talk about the recent example I gave about my girl.
Mm.
They might get used to that, like, after all, when I do, there's the other one, teacher will call the other girl, gives me a comfort, or teacher will not do for me anything, this girl will tell me to forgive the other one, after all, I can do it again.
Mm.
So, as a teacher, when you do that same thing repeatedly, the children will continue doing that same
Habit.
habit. Reason being, they know the punishment you are going to give them. They know what you are going to do them, the result.
For example, if you're used to spanking, after all, she's going to spank us.
After all, so what do? You alternate it so that does
Oh.
not repeat itself, so that they know, what is teacher going to do this time. If I
Mm.
do this, teacher has a lot of things now. I
Mm.
don't know what this time I've done this. Oh, I'm going
What
to do.
what is she going to
What
do?
is
What
she
is
going to?
he
What
going
is he
to do?
going to do? You get?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I understand you.
Mm.
Um, how do parents or any caregivers of these children typically respond to reports of aggression from the center. For example, if you've reported to them that your child has done this and this, how do they respond?
Sometimes they respond negatively because they can't believe sometimes what their children do,
Mm,
especially at school.
mm,
They can't believe. So when you tell a parent that your child was beating the other one, actually beats children,
mm,
that parent may not accept in the first place, may not accept. So the feeling that parent will going to take in her heart, like,
mm,
she's going to take it in a negative way, like, teacher, but my child cannot do that. How
mm,
comes? So sometimes they feel negatively. Of course, as your child,
mm,
and they tell your child was doing wrong thing. They
mm.
can't believe in the first place unless they believe it with evidence.
Oh, I see. I remember you talked of something of a parent, you talking to a parent about a certain behavior, so that you find out the root cause. Could
Yes.
it be from home? Could it be from the peers? What
Mm,
and
mm,
what?
mm.
If you tell such a parent that information, or you want to work together with them, do they really give you support or help?
They do with the clear evidence. They will give you
Still,
support.
they want evidence.
They want evidence. There's nothing these parents don't want without evidence. Actually, you could
Eh.
tell a parent that your child was biting the other one or was likes beating the other one.
Mm,
But at home, this child is humble.
mm,
How are you going to prove this parent that
mm,
your child was what? Your
mm,
child is aggressive. So
mm,
it is something a bit unique. So you have you have to come with what? Evidence.
mm.
Probably take a pic or when the other one was sad, or record a video if probably, or get evidence from other children you can get. If you
Mm,
don't have a clear evidence, you can get two children
mm.
who were eyewitnesses that
To explain.
to explain to this parent. Sometimes the parent may not believe you.
Mm.
When you have evidence, when you have when you have evidence, this parent can accept to work hand in hand with you.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So in conclusion, they accept with
Finally, they can accept.
conclude with evidence.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I see. So I want us to talk about. I would like us to talk about and dig deep. Talk about emotional awareness.
Mm.
I would like you to explain to me, how do you help children recognize and name their feelings when they are happy, angry, or sad?
Mm. Um, these children, uh, for example, when they are happy,
Mm,
give them opportunity. Give them opportunity to express themselves. For example, we have free play, free time activity,
mm,
play with them, talk to them, make fun with them. You can really see those children who are really happy, or
mm,
happier even. You can know, these children are happy.
mm,
But you can also notice that child who is not happy through that, because these ones will be there excited. Children, they like excitement. You are
mm,
there making fun, you can hear them laughing. You have there something you are mimicking. Maybe you find them enjoying. Huh? They really enjoy fun. You make them to play. They feel so happy. Then,
angry.
for the case of the anger, or when they are angry, now, when a child is annoyed,
Mm,
when a child is annoyed and you want to see the area that this child is angry, you can notice. You can notice, and how? Because when the child is angry, you can see the moods. The moods change, but does not mean that you go and increase the anger.
mm,
You don't go and increase the anger. Allow that child to express the anger until the
mm,
anger is over. Because if that anger doesn't come out, it remains inside. For a long run, this child will be aggressive forever. Definitely.
mm.
Yes.
So, how do you guide children to choose what to do when they feel angry or frustrated? How do you guide them? For example, when you have given them, uh, let's go back to materials,
Mm,
and this child wants to own the materials.
mm,
Remember, owning the materials they are withholding from others, right? So when they withhold from others, these two, let's say there are sitting three of them,
Mm.
these two will not have access to the materials, right? So the two will want to grab from this one, right?
Mm. Yes.
And the one owning the materials will end up becoming angry and wants to fight these two to own the materials back,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So how do you guide children to choose what to do when they feel angry or frustrated? I'm not limiting you to this example only. It could be during play, it could be in any other activity.
Mm. Now, these children, as I've said, it depends with the way you raise them. There are those who believe revenge
Mm,
is the best way to express themselves. There are
mm,
those who do it immediately. Immediately, you can even notice they deny them something. They do it. They try to grab and they
mm,
start fighting.
mm,
There are those who take their time, like, and they report the teacher. This one has denied me this. For
mm,
example, maybe when they are playing, teacher, this one doesn't need to swing. You get.
mm,
So there are those who report. Now I can first of all sometimes I allow them, give them opportunity to decide. You find someone coming in, like let's say playground,
mm,
the swings are limited maybe
mm,
to 5 children. Pa, 5 children. Now these ones they're owning.
mm,
Now there are these ones who are standing. They also want.
mm.
So I first give them opportunity to see
Whether they will give turn to the
whether give
others.
thanks to their friends or not. You
Yeah.
don't need to be there every time. Because when you be there every time, they might think, there should be someone to get for me. So they
Mm,
also have to learn to talk to their friends in a good way,
mm,
not in a bad way, actually. I don't encourage the bad way. So
mm,
sometimes when you give them opportunity to talk to their friends, there are those who understand. Now,
mm,
when things persist, you find another one who is here and maybe passing by,
mm,
will say, hey, that one doesn't want to give you swings. Okay. Now, we'll even also try to talk to the other one. Now, there you are watching and seeing what is going to happen.
happen.
Now, if the situation persists like this very child does not want to leave the swings, you can come in and talk to him that no, we do it in turns.
Mm,
If, for example, swing 10 times, when
mm-hmm.
you finish 10 times, give your
Give your
friend.
friend.
Don't make your friend sad. Don't make your friend angry.
Mm,
Don't even do like that because even Jesus doesn't encourage us to be like that. Jesus was so good. He loved everyone.
yes.
You get. Mm,
Yeah, I like the way you do it.
okay.
Um, could you describe any play activities that help children manage emotions or solve conflicts peacefully with others?
Um, Maybe playing with kicking a ball for,
Mm,
for this age group
mm,
can give them a ball.
mm,
Yes, give them a ball because a ball is one
mm,
and it's supposed to be shared depending with a group that you want, either by 6-6 or 3-3. You can give opponents,
mm,
football, for
mm,
example, but these
mm,
children can put like we are going to play 3-3. Those are 6 children. How are they going to share this ball? Yes,
mm,
I can say maybe today we are going to kick or we are going to play football. But how are we going to share it? Tell them we played, give your friend, this one gives the other one, this one gives this one. So meanwhile, there are these ones also who try to look for that ball. But don't kick your friend, don't be sad. If you don't kick a ball, you
mm.
are going to get. So you find them running, laughing. Even if somebody just try to touch the ball with a leg alone, somebody feels
Um,
happy. No, happy.
yes,
Already that one is you're trying to control their emotions.
yes.
So somebody say, I have to share. Even if I get something small, it's enough
For
for
me,
me.
according to the culture and contextual influences, what challenges do you face in supporting children's emotional development in this community?
The challenges I face, the challenges I face is that we have children from different culture or different places.
Hmm.
For example, our school is set up in a place that we have many cultures in
Hmm.
it. So there are very many. So it's really hard. There are parents who what?
Hmm.
Mm. there are parents who allow their children to do what they want. You get, and their children, there are those parents who are also very strict. So, for example, maybe we have let me say Eritrean community, Ethiopia, maybe those Indians. So they allow their children much freedom. So when this child comes to school, thinks this is also going to be familiar to a teacher, so he can do anything that he or she wants. Meanwhile, you have those children who are really submissive. Whatever you say, they do it. So the challenge is we are mixed up with different cultures, children from different places, different countries actually. Yes.
Well, I've seen some of them.
Mm.
Yeah. Are there shortages or large classes or community influences that make it difficult?
No, it's we are able to contain or sustain all these children, and the classrooms are enough. Even we are ready to accommodate actually whoever comes. Whoever comes, we are ready to handle. The only challenge is they come from different places, so when they come together, the way they express themselves differ. But we are able to contain, we are able to sustain, we are able to have them. We have enough classrooms, everything's enough for them.
Okay. How do children's home experiences or neighborhood environment influence their classroom behavior?
Yes, let me say open environment. Open environment, for instance, a child with neighbors. A child with neighbors has a lot of exposure, has to learn the character, different things from other children or other grown-up children from the nearby community. So when that child comes here, let's say in the school setup, remember is going to meet with other children who are really confined in one gate, in one home, have only daddy, mommy, and maybe the young sister or brother. So that one is a bit different from the other one who is actually in an open place, in maybe with neighbors. So when when the two meet, you find that these ones who are really exposed to much environment, when they come here, they feel like they are so excited. They want to run, they want to move, they really want to show that for me I'm used to. They have that freedom in them. Whereas these ones who are really, they're those who grew up from that place, that environment of few people. When he or she comes, tries to be humble, like for me I'm not used to moving. I'm not used to. You find even some of them, they're even humble. Let me say, they're humble, they can listen, and they're ready for what the teacher says.
Okay. What kinds of play materials or games do you think could help children express or control emotions better?
Mm, as as I talked about
The
the
games, eh?
games, the other one is football. As I said, a ball is one. Can have many. You find those children, they control themselves. They have to share a ball. They have to play together. That one. They have to football. They share one ball. They kick. They laugh. They play. They are really excited.
Um, you're talking about football. How about in a context where girls cannot be included in football, or what? Which kinds of games can maybe put them all together, or yes, generally together as children?
For the case of girls too also play football nowadays. They do play, and they really enjoy it. Let me say, they really enjoy it because there's nothing that can stop them from playing football. Yes, they can play, and also we have skipping the rope. They can share. They do it in turns. When you come to, when they try to maybe if it comes to indoor, we also have some indoor games. You can find some games that are appropriate to these children, that you think um, can what can control them from being aggressive or being in that kind of situation. Yes.
Okay. So, if you were to design a play activity to help children manage anger or aggression, what would it look like?
First of all, I basing on the age group. First of all, you have to look at the age group.
Mm,
Remember, these children, some of them like owning,
mm,
some of them not. There are those who like sharing.
mm,
But the best thing you can do is to give them something small.
mm,
That is not enough for all of them, so that you can see. Because if you give what is enough for everyone, they own. There's
mm.
ownership. So what you
Yes.
can do, get something. I can get something that I know is going to make all of them to share. There's sharing
Mm,
involves every time think about something that can reduce that is think about one thing that can bring almost everyone but to share.
mm,
A uh, water play is also there.
mm,
Yes, they can do it in turns. They can
mm.
do it in turns.
Okay.
Put something. Don't put for what is for everyone.
Mm.
Uh,
So, how can teachers and caregivers work together to make children's play safer and more emotionally supportive?
and you have to know the learning needs of the child.
Mm,
What do these children need most?
mm,
What do they like most?
mm,
First of all, you have to see the learning environment. Is it safe
mm,
for these children?
mm,
Can it be, is it harmful? So when the environment is safe, then
mm.
even you as a caregiver, you are what? You are
Safe.
safe.
Are still sleeping, children are outside once more.
Um, what kind of training or resources support would help you handle aggressive behavior more effectively?
What kind of?
What kind of resources or
Mm,
support would help you handle aggression?
to me, I see like having enough play materials. Make
Mm,
sure you have enough.
mm,
I'm not saying enough for everyone, but at least you have what to give them.
mm,
Ensure that these children are ever occupied with an activity after the other.
mm,
When you leave these children space like for even just 2 minutes,
mm,
3, 4 minutes, even five are
mm,
even too much,
mm,
you find them doing that kind of aggression. So make sure you plan very well, give them a lot of, not a lot, but activity after the other,
mm,
so that you keep them busy. Also, study your children, know
mm.
your children very well. You know those who are aggressive, know those who are a bit, child study is so important.
Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience with children's emotions, play, or behavior that we have not discussed?
I think I've tried to air out most of this. If there's something I've left out, but I see most of the things I have tried. If I've not, then it's related to that.
Yes.
Yes, in the classroom environment, outside, much of these emotions happens. They express themselves, especially when they are free.
Mm,
When these children are free, you,
mm,
you see them expressing
mm,
themselves. So what do you do as a caregiver? Plan very well. Um, give them activity after the other one, and give them time to rest
mm,
their brain. Sometimes some of them are even tired of you. They're
mm.
tired of what they are doing. So there's no way of expressing. So plan very well. Give exciting activities that make them feel happy.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.